Alright, what is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be taking you on a trip down memory lane into my first ever almost $3,000 online. Now, this wasn't my first online business that I'd made sales on, but it was the most significant success that I had seen up until that point. And the cool thing about it was that this business not only ended up being profitable that first month, but it actually ended up scaling to almost $20,000 the month right after that. So today I'm going to explain the product I was selling, the strategy I was using. So if you learn anything out of this video, make sure you drop a like and of course subscribe if you haven't already. So to begin with, like I said, this wasn't my first ever online business. Prior to this business, which was a dropshipping store on Shopify, I'd actually tried selling things on Amazon and eBay, and I did find success. I made about $1,500 in about 3 months, and I was actually able to use that plus money that I had from just working part-time jobs to actually fund this business, because to be honest, you will need money to start any sort of business. So I would recommend anyone wanting to start a business or thinking about becoming an entrepreneur or anything of that sort to start saving money right away. I mean, you should be saving money regardless. Saving money from a young age is what really allowed me to invest into my own business ventures, and without that I wouldn't be where I am today. And of course that mindset is stuck till this day. I still save like 90% of my income. I try not to spend a lot of money unless it's justified, like such as business expenses and stuff like that. But besides that, how I got into this business really was through watching YouTube videos, just like how you are. So at the time I was watching a lot of Dan DeSilva videos. I mean, Dan DeSilva is an OG. He's been teaching online marketing things since like I can remember. And I was actually watching his videos where I learned how to not only create an online store, but also how to find products and also how to actually market these products online. Now, I didn't start this business through Facebook ads. I started this business through Instagram influencers. And the reason why is because I really didn't know anything about Facebook ads. I had tried Facebook ads on a separate business like 6 months prior, and I literally lost like $800 like in 1 month, and I was completely crushed because at the time, that was like the majority of my money. So I was absolutely devastated and it sucked, but it was a huge learning lesson, and it taught me to not just dive into things right away and to at least have a plan of action. You know, it actually all kind of came full circle at the end of the day, because how we scaled this business to $20,000 the next month was through Facebook ads. And we only did that because I actually now had a plan of action. I invested in myself and actually learned more about how to actually run Facebook ads. So that's kind of the background before the success of this store. And keep in mind, you know, like it's not likely that your first try at starting an online business is going to be successful, and probably not the second or third try either. So make sure you have an open mind and that you're willing to fail, because if you're not willing to fail, you're just going to be crushed every time things aren't working out the way that you expected them to, and you're never going to see any significant progress. And realize that you're not going to get through your successful breakthrough point if you don't go through, you know, X amount of failure. So just make sure that you keep that in mind. Now, the product that I was selling was extremely simple. I didn't do any sort of like winning product research or anything. I just saw a product that I thought had a wow factor, and I thought I could market it relatively well. So the product was mermaid brushes, like for makeup. So these mermaid makeup brushes, and I actually was drop shipping this product from AliExpress. So when somebody would buy it from me, I would buy it from the AliExpress supplier and use the customer's address. Now, I was getting the product for about $10 at the time, and I was selling it for $30, $29.95. And like I said, I actually didn't start with Facebook ads. So what I did was, of course, I installed the Facebook pixel on my store, because I knew that data that I would gather was actually worth something and could help me out in the future. So I installed the pixel on my store, and then from there I began looking for pages to actually advertise this product on. And fortunately, this was in the cosmetics niche, and there was tons of makeup pages available for me to use. So of course I just got right to business and started DMing as many pages as I could possibly DM. And to my surprise, most of them did answer relatively quickly. And from there I just started negotiating prices. I tried not to lowball them too much because I didn't want them to, you know, ignore me. And before I knew it, I had like 3 influencer promotions lined up in 1 week. I spent about $100 in shoutouts that week, but I ended up making about $300 back. So as soon as I saw saw that, I knew I could continue to do this and make more money. So this was a very exciting time in my life. I mean, I was going to school at the time, and I remember just sitting in class, like just not even listening to what the teacher was talking about, just on my laptop waiting for sales to pour in and looking for more pages to advertise this on, because I didn't want the momentum to stop. Now, of course, this was really grindy. Like, having to set up these promotions was really time consuming, especially since I didn't want to spend like $500 on an Instagram shout out. So I would really only look for pages that were selling shout outs for like $20 to $50, which honestly I think was a good thing, because it made it less risky for me to actually buy shout outs on these pages. Like, if I would have just spent $500 right off the bat, I most likely would have lost money. But since I did it in this way, I got a hang of not only how to message these pages, but also how to come up with good deals, and also how to measure if I was getting a good return on investment or not. Now, we kept doing this for the whole month, and then after this month was over, I realized, okay, this is actually taking a lot of time and it doesn't seem to be very scalable. And this is one of the mistakes that I actually made. I kind of wish that I would have continued looking for more pages and just bigger pages and started scaling this up. But I don't know, I was just really scared to spend more money on Instagram. I was afraid of getting scammed. I was afraid that the product would just not work anymore for some reason. So I decided to start looking into Facebook ads. And this was actually the biggest turning point in my life, I would say. This was kind of when everything changed for me. And this is how in the next month we were able to do almost $20,000. So what happened was, through the data that we actually gathered with this product, I used my profits plus other money that I had saved up to invest in someone who can actually teach us Facebook ads. So me and my partner Tyler, we pooled our money and paid someone to actually help us run these ads. Now, I will say, I don't recommend you guys to do that, because there's so much information now on YouTube. Like, literally at the time, there was nobody on YouTube talking about Facebook ads. At least nobody that was willing to share information for free. Everybody had their, $1,000 courses. So we were kind of forced to actually pay our way into knowing how to run Facebook ads. But nowadays, you can watch YouTube videos. And in fact, the best video you could probably watch right now is Biaheza's 0 to 10K challenge. If you don't know who Biaheza is, where have you been? But he made a really sick series showing how he went from literally 0 to $10,000 online. And at least the first 2 to 3 videos that he made in that series are exactly how we managed to do this. Like, literally, you don't need to buy a course, you don't need to pay anyone anything, and you could achieve these same results. Just make sure that you're smart about it, right? Like, one thing that we really did right with this is the product that we chose, people actually loved. Like, even though we had relatively long shipping times, we were getting tons of positive feedback of people absolutely loving this product. And that made it so that people actually started commenting on our Facebook ads, saying things like, I just received mine and I absolutely love it. And this sort of feedback and engagement really catapulted this product to success. So make sure that you're actually taking the time to find products that people are genuinely into, because if you're selling trash, it's not gonna be sustainable, and you'll actually only end up hurting yourself in the end, not only through refunds and exchanges, but also through negative customer feedback on your Facebook pages, and even potentially getting banned from like PayPal, Shopify, Facebook. You're just really gonna limit yourself right off the bat. So make sure you're spending the proper amount of time actually researching good potential products to sell. I would say that's one of the biggest things for success online in 2020, is really taking the time to find the right product to sell. Even if it takes you literally weeks to find the perfect product, I would say spend hours every single day researching and making sure you find something that you know is gonna get good feedback and that people are really gonna love. Now, like I said, even though this was the first month in business, it's not realistic for you to think that this is how your first month online is gonna be. In fact, like I said, I had been attempting online businesses for well over a year prior to this store. But the good news is that all of that failure that I experienced prior to this was all just a big learning lesson that allowed me to reach this point. And really, this store right here is what changed my life completely. Beyond just the money that I made with this store just really erased all limiting beliefs that I previously had when it comes to making money online, and not even just making money online, but just becoming an entrepreneur in general. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about making money online, but it's about building a business. And you can't learn how to build a business through going to business school. You actually have to be in the trenches attempting to build a business. So yeah, I hope this story motivated you to maybe just get started on your online business right now and not procrastinate any longer. And maybe it even gave you some ideas for products to sell. But regardless, I really hope that you enjoyed it. So yeah, if you learned something, make sure that you drop a like, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I drop videos like this pretty much every single week, and I'd love to see your name in the comment section, so make sure that you drop a comment. I answer every single comment. And yeah, with that being said, make sure you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.